I'm headed up in here. Been walking around and I came to this thing, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if that's just because that right there is pinion on juniper. Huh. I don't see any kind of, that thing stuck up in there somehow. Huh. But I don't, it's not a totem type thing. Kind of like a lean-to of some kind. I don't know. All right. Work my way back in here. This is a new area. It's not a new area. It's on the other side of where the trail cams are set. So if I was to hike from here to my trail cams, it'd probably be 5 miles, 6. So it's kind of a, I've never been in here before. It's a little intimidating in here, but not bad. I've just got to remember where my four-wheeler is because this is thick. And I know some people get on and say, you don't know what thick is. Well, I do. I've been in a lot of forests. And although this isn't thick compared to rainforests or high mountain with tons of underbrush, for a pinyon forest, this is thick. You just don't see, for great big elk trying to run through here, it's a nightmare for them. There's a tree lane right there. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. All right, well, I'm gonna hike for a while and then I'll cut you back on. All right, guys. I'm headed up this little canyon on this game trail. I mean, look at all the rocks and outcroppings over there, but what the hell is that? Look at that. Oh, caught on a bush. Look at that. See, there's a lot. What is that though? That makes no sense. None. Look, there's even a rock up there. Look. What is that? I've never seen this before. Not in this area. Well, any area. I've never seen it. That tree's bent. Like some kind of a spring. But there's nothing tying it down. Huh. And then this stick is on an angle to hold whatever that rock is for. My hell. There's got to be a reason for this kind of stuff. They don't just make it to, because this is right on a game trail. See that trail? It's right on a game trail. That is really cool. Kind of weird, but cool. There's no little sticks at the bottom. Huh. That's really cool. Really cool. But the thing that's weird about this is in the same area of those other totem structures. And that's really all I've found down here. So this is, either they have different ways for different areas, I don't know, but I've never seen this before. It almost looks like they could have thrown a tarp over it and made a teepee or something, or thrown some hide over it to block out the, I don't know. That's just really weird. Where I'm at, there's no people, so it's not, nobody would come in here and make that. They'd just throw up a tent if that was the case. But anyway, I'll keep it going. See, there's a lane, a couple of them right here. That's pretty cool. But I don't, look at these. There's an arrow I mean, if you're just walking along, you'd think, oh, that's just natural. But look at how these branches have been interwoven. You know? It's weird. I mean, I guess it could be natural, but it would be really rare for it to make it that way. Anyway, this is a neat area. I've got my new recorder I'm going to try to use in here. We'll see how that works. See these rocky outcroppings right through here. And see, I think, and look at that big lean right there. I honestly think that there could be a cave system in here. I'm sure nobody's explored it because this is a long way from anything, I'm telling you. I'm gonna turn this off. I've got to work my way over this ledge. I've been following this game trail. There's one that leads down that way. There's another one. This tree looks like it got pushed over, but oh yeah. Oh yeah. The hell? Look at that. Look at that. That's one of the more elaborate, I think. Maybe not. I could be wrong, but look, there's a rock there. I think that's a rock too. And then I think that's moving. That's one of those wind chime type weird. You know, I don't know what these even mean and why they're even here. I don't. But they're always in dead trees. Never live. That is cool. That's cool. Dang. If I'd have taken that other trail down there, I would have missed it. Anyway. Alright, guys. I'm headed into this area. I've never been in here. I haven't been where we found that totem. Most of this stuff is brand new. Almost all of it. I've never been on this side nor the other side. I forgot my hat. I'm gonna get some sun today. But I've come across a couple of crosses. It wasn't definitive that they were handmade, so I didn't worry about it. I tried to trek back here as fast as I could to get back here in these thick trees. And I hear animals now, so I'm not all that spooked. But that really doesn't mean anything. Something could come and take me down at any time. Anyway, I think this would be a really good place to put those trail cams. I mean, look at this trail behind me. I don't know if you can see it. I'm probably going to have to switch it around so you can see it. So, hang on. Okay, I've switched it around. Look how well trodden that trail is. But where I've got the trail cams, it's really, really good too. I mean, you know, like that's probably natural, you know. Anything that has any kind of uniformity, that's where I start to question things. Where a tree couldn't have just naturally done that, or that kind of thing, you know. But the only crazy thing is down in here is I smell, it's either It's not very strong, but you can smell something. It might just be an animal. I'm sure there's probably skunks in here too, so it could be anything. But with all the birds and the noises, you know, I'm not that spooked. Everybody's been telling me to film higher up, the trees and stuff, and so I'm trying. This is a really neat area, although it would be so hard to hunt this. You'd just have to sit still all day long and wait. But these kind of trails are full of elk. Now that's a tree lean right there. That's not natural because that tree's alive, and so is that tree. So I'm looking to see if I can see anything else in this particular area. I really would like to know what that loose branch that hangs similar to a chime on those totems means. And I don't know what they're really called. I mean, I just call them that because it's what it reminded me of. You see that rock outcropping up there? I think there's a cave, some kind of a cave down in here. Somebody was telling me, an old farmer was telling me there's some caves up along one of these routes. Although I don't know if it's in here because no farmer would have taken the time to hike down into here, especially with the fact you couldn't hunt in here anyway. So I'll cut you back. I'll put you back on here in a bit. I mean, this looks really suspect. That tree's green, you know, and all that. Interesting. I don't know. It's not for sure, so I can't say without a doubt that's what it is, because I don't know. Anyway, I really like these areas, you know. I mean, you got all kinds of here's something. It's weird. You got one trail that trails off that way. You got this one that goes along here in these deep set areas, and you got, that's bitter brush right there. That bush is bitter brush tree, and the deer and elk will eat that during the winter. Ooh, look at that wind stick or whatever it is. It almost looks like they started to do something but never finished. How it's hanging over in the trail on both sides. And then that stick right there, that's really weird to me. Oh, and then there's this. I don't think that's natural. No, those are different kinds of, those are 3 different kinds of wood. That is really cool. And if you haven't noticed, the birds have stopped, and the chipmunks, and that's when I get nervous. I heard something behind me a little while ago, but it could have been an elk. It was pretty big, but an elk can make a lot of noise when they want to. But usually if I'm talking like right now and I hear something close, it's not an elk or a deer. There's another trail that goes back up that way. This is really cool area. It's kind of creepy, but I've never been down in here. Anyway, and this is like a box canyon back through here, and what I really don't want to do is box something in. So there's only one way out, through me, and that's, look at that. X means stay out. Great. And then there's that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of that means. I'm probably just going in here. It probably says if you pass this, you've agreed to be eaten. Or box 1 for just a mere gash. Box 2 for death and mayhem. And box 3 to be the love save of the Sasquatch. Any of those, look at that. Any of those is horrific. I'm up here and there's this log that's laid over the top of a game trail, and there's this stick wedged in there. There's one over there that's not from the same tree. So it's weird. See, this is something else too. Look how that rock is underneath that stick, like that rock was thrown and broke off somewhere. That's just strange to me. That's not normal. I mean, I don't know if it means anything, but it didn't just happen that way. I'm starting to hear chipmunks and birds again. But there for a while I felt really vulnerable. Just some of these things, some of these signs and some of these structures that they make in here are just strange to me. Because there's no meaning, at least to me. There is to them, I'm sure, but I can't figure it out. First I thought it was, in the last canyon, I thought it was a guide to food, to elk. Because I found that big set of horns and I found another horn. In here, I've looked around and there's nothing. I mean, there's a watering hole straight down the bottom of this box canyon, but I don't know. Maybe they leave those to let them know which direction. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna start back down. It's gonna take me a while to get down there. So now that right there looks like a track. Stepping on that rock. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. That looks like a track. See the toes up there at the front? I don't know if you can see that. It's not real big, but it looks like a barefoot track. And I've not been over this way. Okay, I was walking over here through that, and I came walking up through this trail. This is a main trail right here, and I ran into this. I was looking to see if there was any way that older tree could end up in that position. And this one, that one doesn't move, but this one does. Huh. That's just weird. Weird. I'm not going to go that way because I don't know what that means. I'll work my way this way. I'm about out of battery, so I kind of have to choose what I want to film. So, okay, have I ever been out on a trek and not found bones? Like, there's the jaw down there. That's just weird. I mean, that's an elk, but it's been broken up pretty bad. And then there's like this area right over here that's just like a perfect ambush site. And this is clear down on the other side. I'm working my way back to where I started. I just walked past this and then decided, look, I've seen that on other trails. I don't know what it means, but look how they parallel the trail. Huh, it's really strange. Just really, really weird. This whole area gets a little bit creepy at times. I mean, look how that whole thing up in there looks like some kind of almost like a cave of trees bent over. It's really weird. Holy hell, I'm not gonna do anything. Man. Ah. Turn this off. This thing's got a nest right here somewhere, or something. Easy! What do you want? I'm not gonna take it. You quit yelling. Holy hell, I've never been swooped by a hawk. Be careful. Wonder where that nest is. Oh, there's the babies. Hi, guys. See 'em? That's cute. Hey, buddies. Hi, guys. Look at that mom. Okay, I'm leaving. Whew, I'm leaving. Okay, and this is the elk after I refinished the horns, touched them up every way I possibly could, just to give it a really, it's a real look. I had to use some black stain here and there just to make it look more real, but that's it.